Hey guys, I think I'm just really destined to get these videos up late at night, because mornings and during the days on times is not my thing right now. I had planned to get this video out early, but things just happened and made it so that today this video would not be up early as I wanted, but later on tonight, like right now. So, anyways, because I have not been able to catch up on a lot of my reading, I am pulling out one book that's on my Kindle that I got, I want to say, in junior high, and I read off and on in high school, and I got it from the library on Wales, and I think the last time I read it was a year ago, but I remember the storyline because I've read it off and on and things, and it's one of my favorites. And so it's All's Fair by Julie Coulter. Sorry, I can't read the screen. Coulter Bellon. A lot of the authors I can read because it's backwards in the screen for me. Anyways, this book, it's about a girl who is going to get married, and something happens, I won't say what, but something happens that makes her find out more about this guy that she's going to marry, and then she ends up fleeing the church that she's getting married in and running into a guy from her past, and then as they bump into each other and he kind of takes care of her, then they kind of talk and reconnect a little, and then she leaves and goes on with her stuff. And then they end up meeting again later on, and the guy who she was going to marry keeps saying, "Hey, you embarrassed me," because they both come from prominent families, and he says, "You embarrassed me. We need to go through with this marriage, basically. I need to tell you let me tell you what's going on, and then once we get married, we can get stuff figured out." And she's telling him, no. Well, and then she finds out some news about her brother who is serving overseas, and she ends up going with her father and this guy from her past to overseas to go deal with this news about her brother. And the end, I kind of thought that the end needed a little bit more added on, but it was a great storyline. I think I would like to see a little bit more of the storyline to find out what happened to some of the characters, maybe. I really love how the authors in the books that I love reading by, in the category that I love reading, that's it, that they have character developments. In this one, it starts out like she's a little bit of I think people think of her as a naive girl, that she doesn't know anything. She's still a little girl. She's not grown up. She hasn't done much. And in this book, it feels like she grows up in people's eyes, and they start to realize that she is a grown woman and she can do things on her own, kind of thing. I really love how they kind of it's not an abrupt ending is what I'm saying in the story. I've read a lot of books that it's just, hey, this is the ending, and that's it. It was like, for me, last week's story, The Search, ended that way. I love the author, but it kind of ended abruptly, and it's like watching your favorite TV series, and they end the season on a note that makes you like, you're seriously ending it like this? And then coming April, or no, like I have a series that goes on that I watch that has a Christmas special, and then it starts in February, and then you wait till the next year's February. So it ended, and then, this is what's probably gonna happen, and it's like, ends on this note, and then you're like, hello, I have to wait clear till February 2017 or 18. That's a year away here. But that's kind of what I felt like for that book. But this one, I felt like it ended okay. It ended greatly, but I would have liked to see more of what happens with the characters later on, a few years down the road, or just a little bit down there. I love that the author is able to, I feel like she conveyed the storyline clearly, and she didn't I've read books where the author groups a chunk of the storyline here, and then doesn't come back to this piece of the storyline. And then you have to remember that, and then you come back to this chunk here, and it's in blocks, like building blocks, and each thing is a new thing. And in this one, I feel like each thing is like a piece of yarn, where it's built up of multiple threads and fibers that makes up the storyline, and you're not having to flip back in the story to find, okay, now what happened, why is this going on, and you're able to they snake back in the detail as to what happened and where. And so in this book, I also feel like I said, the characters have done a major developmental growth. There is that little thread of romance in there, and I feel like this is kind of a journey for each character of self-learning, self-growth, and I feel like this was a great story that I feel if you're looking for an adventure, a mystery, and a romance book, I can't think of that, adventure, mystery, and romance in one, then this is the story for you. So I hope that made sense to you guys. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm also a little bit sore because I feel like today I did something and maybe popped the bottom of my back out of shape, or I just slept funky, but I have been having lower back pains today. That contributed to it. I've also been dealing with something bit me on the back of my neck while I was cleaning yesterday, and it really, it itches and it stings, and I have taken an allergy pill to help with that, because during the day I keep my hair pulled back enough that it doesn't bug it, but then during the day there's little things that just touch it. Or during the night, sleeping, I keep my hair down at night, and the pillow will aggravate it and little things, and I took an allergy pill last night, and it helped with the itching. It also helped that when stuff touched it, it didn't make it didn't make me cringe about it. So I have no clue what bit me or anything, but anyways, I have I've got 10 books in this Kindle library here. I still have, this one is Shudder to take care of, or do for you guys, and I've got Charlie's Diary by Jack Wayland, and then I've done that one, and I've done that one, and this one now. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a series, which is it's a romance series, and every once in a while I will find myself attached to a romance series. Not very often, guys. And then I have this one right here. It's from another romance series, but I feel in that one it's more of a the character goes on to self-growth, and they do have their love stories, but I hope this makes sense. I feel like I babbled a lot today. I'm ready for the weekend, but tomorrow I'm going shopping with my family, which has long overdue for grocery shopping, so we'll see how it goes. But enjoy your weekend, guys, and I will see you back in Monday's video. Bye, guys.